Welcome to our first event since we went public back in November of last year. So tonight's discussion is all about who's in the White House, who has been in the White House, and whether today's occupant of the White House is setting a trend or whether it is just a reversible blip.
President Roosevelt once said the presidency was preeminently an office of moral responsibility. President Kennedy once was asked at a press conference about the presidency, and he said it was a horrible job, but he didn't quite recommend it to anyone else for another 4 or 5 years. And Bill Clinton once called the White House the crown jewel of the American penitentiary system.
When I began my career in journalism several years ago, the number of politicians I met who had gone into politics because of John F. Kennedy was extraordinary. So he sees the office as an instrument of an expansion of American ambition.
And you could see in Nixon's background and history where that sort of sense of personal grievance came from. You have, I think, somebody who can feel and identify and touch resentment and work on it and gnaw on it like a broken tooth, and bring out the worst of the American people as opposed to bringing out their best.
Are there any adults left in the room in the White House?
Short answer is no.
Next question. I would add that for the first time in our history, the most liberal Republican is more conservative than the most conservative Democrat. Do you think the press did a good job in covering the election?
Donald Trump got far too much coverage. Cable was just, I've never seen anything like it. You know, every appearance he was at, and no wonder, that's one of the reasons he vanquished 16 other Republicans. And then his rallies were covered from beginning to end.
The thing to remember as you watch that is a two-way street. And the people who are standing there, it may not be the most eloquent speech that's ever been written. It's not great oratory, but it's resonating. And it's resonating in a way that is very visceral, that's very emotional, that has tapped into something that, politicians haven't been able to tap into in the United States.
I don't know whether this was a fabulous performance or you Canadians are just so damn polite. But not one person left this audience, and I salute you for that and thank you for that.
So thank you all very much. See you at the next event.